Okay, let's try something here. I want to see. Think of in the past. Let's see if we can. I want to check to see if I am live on Instagram. Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Happy Saturday in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SidekickSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome, welcome. Hey, you like my new orientation to the office? How's the sound? I heard maybe the sound maybe in and out sometimes. If you're having difficulty with the sound, I'd love to know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you are. I'm gonna try not to pass out and fall asleep on this live. I passed out on the couch, guys. It was kind of weird. But so I have actually an interesting one for you tonight. I'm not sure why I haven't done this live in the past, um, but we are. So you guys know, some of you know, that I get to see a couple of actually three different hawks that come by pretty regularly, almost every day now. I get to see one of them at least, if not two, and they fly and they have this deep, squeaky little like scream almost or sound, and sometimes they sit close to my window, sometimes close to my patio, and sometimes I see the big one with the red chest. I call him Rocky. That's his name. He, I've seen him pick up prey and just kind of, pick it up and fly off. And so, y- you know that I'm a big fan of nature and what we can learn, right? So, and I've done lives about, lives about wolves, um, eagles, rhinoceros. I've done a lot of lives about different fish, all kinds of stuff. So, I haven't done a live on a hawk before. Come on now. I got like hawks right here. And today was interesting because it was raining. It was raining pretty hard, and but it wasn't cold rain. You know what I mean? It was kind of chilly, but not cold rain. Uh, and I noticed that one of the three hogs, I call this one Polly. He was sitting on a branch really close, well, the closest branch to my patio, and he was soaking wet because of the rain. But it was almost like he wasn't being touched. You know what I mean? It was kind of one of those things. I'm like, okay. So I opened the two windows to the bedroom and that are in direct path for him. I figured maybe he'll come in, but no, he didn't. I don't have that bad news for you. But here are four life lessons or four things that you can incorporate into your daily routine, daily life in order to get some better results. This is good stuff. Okay. First one is that hogs uh, do it all alone. They live alone, they pray alone, they walk alone, they fly alone. So usually you don't see like a group of hogs, right? They're like spread. So they're usually doing it by themselves. And with that could translate into in our lives is that, hey, sometimes you gotta do it by yourself. Sometimes you can't rely on people. Sometimes you're the one that's got to roll up his or her sleeve and get to work. You just can't depend on everybody else. When I had my mortgage gig, or when I was running a couple of teams, when you get to that position, you're depending on other people. When people call in sick and don't show up to work, it affects your paycheck. You're dependent on that. That's another thing. That's another reason why I love network marketing, because I'm not so dependent on like people. You know what I mean? I am in a way dependent, but I'm not dependent. Like I'm not desperate. Somebody doesn't do their work. It's like, okay, they don't do their work. You so Hawks do it alone. Sometimes you got to do it alone. Most of the time, you got to do it alone. You got to be your own cheerleader, right? All right. Number two. Number two is that if you've ever seen Hawks, they're very focused. They're very they kind of zone into the prey. Wow, I see on Instagram. So they're very, very focused. Like if they get to see their prey from far, far away, and they're very sharp about it. I have seen I have seen them fly, and they'll just come in and they're very persistent about their prey, and they pick it up, and they're gone, right? So they're laser focused on what they want. They're laser focused on what they want. Their prey, they know exactly what they want. They watch it, they pursue it, they go after it, right? That's a very good quality to incorporate into their life, right? Number three is that, like I said today, he was sitting in this rain and there was wind, and it wasn't like phasing him at all, right? So they are okay with the difficult times. They take on the challenges. They don't run away from challenges. They don't run away from the difficult times. They don't hide from the difficult times. So another thing about Hawks is that they really take on the challenge. They go after it. How are welcome, welcome. I see on Instagram, and so they're very, very good with that stuff. I've actually seen them, and they're pretty cool with that. They they don't run away like some other birds do. Uh, these guys, nah, I've seen they just sit there, right? And it's pretty cool. So they welcome the challenges, right? And number four is that number four is that they get out of their own way, right? They get out of no, no, I'm sorry. They get out of I'm sorry. They get out of their comfort zone, right? You don't ever see them being stagnant at one location all the time, right? You're gonna see the same hawk flying at different places and land at different places and sit at different trees. They don't sit at one spot for a long time, right? And that's because they just they just don't get comfortable too long. So they're constantly getting out of their comfort zone. I love that about hawks, because I think that's just wonderful. If we could incorporate these four into our lives, listen, one, hey, understand that sometimes you gotta do it all by yourself. Solo, baby. All you. Two is that you got to be laser focused on what you want, right? Your prey on what you want. And three is you welcome the difficult times, you accept the challenges, you embrace them, right? And number four is that you get out of your comfort zone. You get out, you move around, you don't get stagnant. If you incorporate these four into your life in 2024, I think you're going to be doing okay. I think we're going to do pretty okay. I know I'm going to incorporate these four into my life. I love them, and I'm intrigued by hawks. Hawks are very interesting since I see them now, but they're very interesting birds. So hopefully, hey, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. Let me know out of these four, which one really like stands out the most? Which one is it that you really got to work on the most, especially in a couple of days, New Year's? So drop it in the comments below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple of people. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your online business. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.